This is CBS.
KHSL's News at 11 is next.
Jan DeBoer is a home inspector, somebody who checks out homes to make sure buyers get what they pay for, so to speak. Jan is also a Pactel Cellular customer. Not because Pactel Cellular is a recognized leader in building high-tech, high-performance digital cellular networks. Nope. According to Jan, it's because his phone calls always seem to get through, no matter where business takes him. Pactel Cellular. You can't beat the system.
Just in time for hot summer travel, Les Schwab's Hot Tire Values. Wherever your summer adventures take you, look to Les Schwab for great tire buys. Like premium all-seasons radials, you'll save with Les Schwab's special hot summer prices for small and mid-sized cars. To give you added summer savings, Les Schwab has special on-off-road radials, value price for your pickup, 4x4, or sport utility vehicle. Les Schwab 60-month battery at a special price, too. Hot Tire Values happening now at Les Schwab.
Water laps at the base of the famous arch in St. Louis tonight as the flood of '93 continues to put a damper on summer in the Midwest.
A chopper went down near Auburn after hitting power lines. 2 people died, and a 50-acre brush fire burned along the American River.
What do reporters, directors, cameramen, and production people do on weekends? They jump for joy. We'll show you how on Channel 12 News coming up next.
Now, from Channel 12, the North State's finest news station, Dean Reeder, Tracy Lair, meteorologist Anthony Watts, and Royal Cortain with sports. This is KHSL News at 11.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. Disaster relief efforts are in high gear tonight in the Midwest, where another levee has failed.
And as CBS correspondent Regina Blakely reports, workers are trying to stop the Mississippi and Missouri rivers from joining forces.
Families in South St. Louis were repeating what many more had been forced to do upriver, leave their homes, their utilities cut off.
The key is people have got to understand this is a disaster that we're dealing with here. This is not a picnic. It is no fun. We're taking this very seriously. And in order to do that, we have to take the necessary precautions.
The normal is now abnormal. That was once the 9th hole of a St. Louis golf course. And that's an airport, where the means of transportation is now a fishing boat.
Down around the maintenance building, that well house down there, it's, I'd say it's 4.5, 5 foot deep anyway.
The 23rd step is that one that's underwater there, off that landing back there. And you could see it yesterday when we were down here.
The story is the same up and down the big river, and the problem isn't just the Mississippi. For example, in Des Moines, the Raccoon River spilled over its banks, shutting down the city's water system. Relief agencies were forced to search all over Nebraska for adequate water supplies. Vice President Al Gore surveyed what has become an economic disaster.
We care, and we are going to make certain there is the most forceful, best coordinated, most effective response to this disaster that our country has ever seen.
As bad as the story is upriver, it continues downriver. Here in Alton, Illinois, just north of St. Louis, the river is already 15 feet above flood stage, and it's not expected to crest until sometime this weekend. Regina Blakely, CBS News, Alton, Illinois.
A helicopter crash in the Sierra Nevada foothills killed 2 people this afternoon. It also sparked a 50-acre grass fire about 10 miles northeast of Auburn. A witness said the chopper clipped power lines before it struck the North Fork of the American River. The victims' names have not been released.
A horse has been killed in the North State after being badly mauled by a mountain lion. The Department of Fish and Game issued a permit to kill the lion after the attack in Lewiston last weekend. Officials say cougar sightings are becoming more common.
Mountain lion incidents are getting to be a little more routine all the time. There seem to be more cats. There seem to be more times when cats cross paths with people or with their livestock. But it's also the time of year when this happens. We have many, many more bear complaints in Trinity County in the last couple of months than we have had lions.
Last week, a bear mauled a man near Shasta Lake. There have been many other sightings this month. The North State man accused of killing a locksmith during an auto theft says he's not guilty. 41-year-old Dwight McGee is charged with murder in the death of 30-year-old Todd Hicks. Hicks died last Thursday from head injuries suffered when he tried to stop his company's van from being stolen. Authorities say the suspect will probably not face capital murder charges, but they are not ruling out that possibility.
That's always a possibility with this kind of an offense, but at this point we've chosen to charge it as an open murder, meaning that we'll listen to the testimony at the preliminary hearing and make final decisions at that point.
Auto theft doesn't fall under special circumstances of killing someone while committing a crime. Robbery must be proved to seek the death penalty. McGee remains in jail tonight on $500,000 bail.
A North State woman is suing a Reading Medical Center claiming her arm was cut by a nurse. Iva Kriegbaum says the nurse inflicted a 6-inch gash in her arm when trying to cut away a bandage. Kriegbaum says the suit is to prevent this from happening to others.
They act like, that it wasn't anything. It was just all of it together was just the most horrible pain I ever had in my life.
Reading Medical Center has not denied that the incident occurred. Representatives say they have tried to work out this matter with Iva and her family.
The hospital's main response is that of concern. They feel very bad about what happened to Mrs. Kriegbaum at the hospital. They're very concerned about what took place. Basically, my understanding of what happened was skin is somewhat loose and some of the skin adhered to this dressing. And as they were taking the dressing off, her skin was cut.
Klein says the patient was not billed for the procedures that were needed to help the wound heal. Kriegbaum's lawyers, however, say he's asking for at least $250,000 from the hospital. The bilingual education program in California schools is taking a hit from a state commission. The Little Hoover Commission has called the program a failure. Commissioners say method rather than results is emphasized and that the program spends too much time teaching non-English students in their native language. Educators disagree.
We're trying to meet the needs of kids, and we have learned from not only practice but also from research that the students who have a strong base in their home language make the transition to English very, very quickly and a lot better.
The program allows students to learn in their native language while learning English too. Educators say the program is vital for non-English speakers to assimilate into schools, but the state watchdog commissioners point to statistics. They say the number of non-English speaking students has doubled in the last 5 years, but the number of students who have become fluent in English has not improved.
Trinity County residents finally got some good news tonight, and it's even going to save them some money.
And shoppers at One North State Market can now shop for both kinds of bread in one store. Dean and I will be right back with these stories and more.
Naturally, we'd like you to think of Lincoln as a leading name in automotive safety. But just to be fair, we thought we should also mention the name of the first luxury manufacturer to offer standard dual airbags and ABS on every car they make. Now, where were we?
Are you guys having it your way? They're entranced they're having it their way so much.
I love this place!
Look, all four of them are staring. No, you can't have any. If you want some breakfast, you have to go to Burger King. You can't have mine.
It's breakfast at Burger King.
No, get off. You see George Rich was like, give me that. The croissant was for 99 cents. Does that sound like a good deal to you, Abe? Yeah, man, it sounds like a peachy deal to me. Abe's a smart man.
And 99-cent per sandwich.
Hey, you guys having it your way?
Right away.
They love this place.
For 25 years, Town Carpet and Drapes has been known for great service and the best price. And now we bring it all to you with our fleet of mobile right to your door for a free professional consultation, and you'll get the lowest price from the area's largest volume dealer. Residential or commercial, from Quincy to Willows, Chester to Red Bluff and beyond, call toll-free 1-800-675-0585 for a free town mobile showroom today. That's Town Carpet and Drapes, with stores in Chico and Yuba City, with mobile showrooms everywhere.
Have a wheelie big time at the Sun Country Fair in Red Bluff. All shows are free with your fair admission. Thursday, see the Miss Tehama County Pageant. Friday, musical guests Boy Howdy in concert. Saturday and Sunday, you'll have 2 nights of Destruction Derby action. There's thousands of exhibits, food, games, and fun. Celebrating the 100th anniversary of the Ferris wheel with a giant midway. Remember, one low price, big, big fun. The Sun Country Fair in Red Bluff.
Shasta Lake boaters and skiers are enjoying the most water they've seen in 7 years, but many are expressing concern tonight. The lake is dropping at a very rapid rate. Bureau of Reclamation officials claim the extra high release rate is to keep the Sacramento River cool during the hot days. Still, some boaters wonder why the lake has dropped 10 feet in the last month and continues to fall during relatively cool days.
Really on a full normal type schedule. Although we have been releasing more water out of Shasta for the cooling of the Sacramento River. Unfortunately, we've had that extra water from the late rains and snow.
Capener claims the lake will still be 75% full at the end of summer. Trinity County residents are finally seeing reduced power rates, something that was promised them almost 40 years ago. According to the 1955 Trinity River Act, Weaverville power users would be able to buy cheaper electricity generated at the Trinity Dam. But up until July 1st, PG&E was not passing the savings on to the customers. A June ballot measure allowed the Trinity County Public Utilities District to take over at the dam, and now they say customers will be seeing a 25% drop in their utility bills.
Something new in money marketing has come to the North State. Wells Fargo Bank has opened a branch in a North State grocery store. Customers can now walk into this Chico Safeway store, pick up bread off the grocery shelf, then go to the bank counter for a different kind of bread.
When you're at the window, you can make your deposit, you can get cash, you can get a loan, you can get a house loan, you can buy a car. Any of the things that you would normally do in a full-service bank, you can do at our window on your way home. It's really convenient for the customers.
Duquette says this is the 15th supermarket branch in California, and all have been well received.
Well, things are going to cool down a bit in the North State this week.
I'd say so. And like temperatures, what goes up must come down. We'll show you what some of our Channel 12 crew members are up to later in our newscast. But weather is next.
Prowler at 15 Pine.
After I got this job and the stress, I had trouble getting to sleep. So I take Unisom to get to sleep fast. It's safe, and nothing I've tried works better.
In medical tests, people fell asleep 23 minutes faster with Unisom than without, and slept better all night.
I wake up feeling refreshed, not groggy. Let's go. Unisom works faster, so I can be at my best.
Prices are low. I've been in this business a long time, and I've learned to please customers by giving them the highest quality at the lowest possible price. It's a tradition for me and Floors to Go.
Save now at Floors to Go on stylish Berber, durable high-low nylon, and crush-resistant FHA nylon texture. Your choice, just $5.79 a yard. Stainmaster, just $7.95 a yard.
Floors to Go and yours truly in Reading, Chico, Orland, Yuba City, and Red Bluff. Members of Pro Flooring Association.
Since purchasing Courtesy Motors in 1991, we've been busy building a dealership designed for today's car buyer.
We're proud to offer products like the all-new Subaru Impreza. Subaru is synonymous with dependability, quality, and value. And that's what you'll find in the exciting new Subaru Impreza, along with a sleek new aerodynamic design. Subaru, what to drive.
Our approach is simple and straightforward. Better products, better service, better value.
Ron Free is Courtesy Auto Center in Chico.
Trying to sleep on an old-fashioned convertible sofa can be torture. Wake up to the comfortable alternative, an all-natural futon from Viking Sleep Center's Futon Gallery, offering firm natural support for a great night's sleep. Futon covers are easily changed or dry cleaned, and Viking Sleep Center has Chico's largest and finest selection of contemporary styles and fabrics and affordable accessories. So rest easy and discover a futon today. Full-size futon sleeper sofas start at just $3.99. Only at Viking Sleep Center's Futon Gallery at the Comfort Corner, 6th and Broadway in downtown Chico.
Well, it looks like it's going to be a bit cooler anyway this week, but I would assume that you recommend people like our Cameraman Tom Hasselwander, continue to watch your sensor scale.
Yeah, well, we've got a guy out here who's red as a beet right now, and because he didn't pay attention to the sensor scale.
That's it, sure.
And what that is, and well, we'll show you what that is, and give you an idea of how to use it. Now, our sensor scale is for those of you that have trouble with sunburn, and it gives you an idea of just how much sun you can tolerate outside. Here it is. Our forecast for tomorrow is a reading of 88, and that translates into times, burn times, for different skin types. Now, some of us have very fair, light, beautiful, creamy skin type 1. Well, you folks can only spend 23 minutes outside, but other folks, like most of us, skin type 3, 1 hour and 20 minutes, and those of us with darker skin types, you might call Latino skin types, have over 2 hours tomorrow before we start catching a very light sunburn. Temperatures were very pleasant today. Chico 94, and 94 also in Marysville, Oroville, and Willows. Reading had 97 with Red Bluff not far behind at 96. Mount Shasta had 82 today. Sunset at 8:35, sunrise at 5:51. The moonrise will be at 12:32 in the morning tonight and moonset at 2:24. The lake levels are going down at Oroville and Shasta. It's now almost 13 feet to the top at Shasta and 7.5 feet for Oroville. Pollen counts are low for all types. Mold spores are medium. Clear skies tonight, and our Skycam caught this sunset in progress this evening. At this hour, 74 clear, light and variable winds, 41% humidity, dew points 43, barometers rising at 29.82. Reading has 82 and clear with northerly winds at 8, 25% humidity and a rising barometer. Tonight, our temperatures around the region range from the 71 degrees at Paradise to 74 at Marysville, 73 at Chico, and still rather warm in Red Bluff. 83 degrees there. Around California tonight, it's mostly clear. A beautiful night to watch the stars tonight. The Milky Way is spectacular because the air is very stable tonight, so you might want to take a look at it before the moon comes up at 12:32 this morning. 61 at Truckee, also at Mount Shasta, and 57 and somewhat foggy at Monterey. High pressure still here. However, we are getting some flow in from the west. Watch these clouds. There's a couple of them right there that are indicating where the upper level winds are pushing into California. And as a result, those upper level sea breezes are keeping our temperatures from accelerating above the 100-degree mark. That's likely to continue through this week. So we're looking at a fairly pleasant week. Our forecast is for temperatures in the 60s tonight for the valley floor. And along the coast, of course, it will be foggy. Winds will be light, and temperatures in the mountains will be a little cooler, from 40s, low 40s for Tahoe and Susanville to 50s around Mount Shasta. Sunny and warm, but not unpleasant tomorrow. Southerly breezes at 5 to 10 miles per hour will be responsible for keeping temperatures below the century mark. Fog will be along the coast, and again tomorrow night we'll see heavy fog along the coastal areas. Winds will be light tomorrow evening, and temperatures will be pleasant for most of the valley and foothills. We look for Wednesday also to be very nice, with temperatures in the low to middle 90s. A string of 90s all the way through the weekend should guarantee that being outside should be very comfortable, as long as you don't stay outside too long.
Not even 3 small clouds coming out.
No, no clouds this week.
Thank you, Anthony. Home runs and fun. The theme of today's all-star activities. Royal in next with all the happenings from Camden Yards.
July's jumping. It's Toyota's biggest sales event of the summer.
July is jumping.
Time to jump into the hottest sporty cars around. Save up to 1,500 cool ones on sizzling Celica option packages. Or get in a Paseo. Hot, wild, and practical. Starting under $12,000. Of course, the hottest news for '93 is the all-new Toyota Supra. It's taken everything sports cars were before and crossed the line. So see your Toyota dealer now.
Toyota's hot.
Hot cars, hot deals. Hit a home run with Whirlpool and Gordy's today.
Get to first base with Whirlpool dishwashers at only $259.88. Slide into second with cool buys on Whirlpool air conditioners for only $259.88. Round third base for triple savings on Whirlpool's top-rated washers and dryers, both only $569.88, $699.88, and $759.88. And Gordy's will get you all the way home with a grand slam of savings on Whirlpool's side-by-side refrigerator with ice and water through the door for $999.88. Score big with the best prices and value at Blue-Eyed Gordy's in Chico.
The high cost of health care? Everyone has a part in keeping it down. So we took what you like about Walmart and what you want in a pharmacy and put it right inside your Walmart store. The result?
Walmart's pharmacy department.
With professional service and the low price on every prescription.
So next time, bring it here.
Or ask your doctor to call.
Walmart's pharmacy department, your full-service pharmacy. right inside Walmart. Always the low price, always.
I guess now's as good a time as any to tell people the All-Star Game will maybe skew our cast a bit, Royal?
It's actually, it's skewing our whole day, and we're not very happy about it.
Sure we are.
Yeah, we are.
4:30, 8:30, is that correct?
4:30 and 8:30, question mark.
Question mark.
Yeah, right.
Anything could happen.
It could go like a 25-inning game like they had, in Philadelphia. We could be doing a newscast tomorrow morning or Wednesday morning at 2:30.
Well, our news director was asking you if it rains there.
It does.
So
it does. It's not going to rain
not
tomorrow.
gonna rain.
They'll be fine. In any case, it has become the event at the All-Star Game, the annual home run hitting contest. Last year, it was Mark McGwire who put on the power show. This year, Ken Griffey Jr. and Juan Gonzalez would grab the spotlight. Barry Bonds with a pretty decent outing of his own. Bonds with one of his 5 home runs. The National League with just 12 to 21 for the junior circuit. The highlight of the contest right here. In the year and a half of Camden Yards' existence, no one has hit the warehouse wall. No one until Ken Griffey Jr. right there. The folks going crazy. That one landing an estimated 8 feet up the wall. Griffey and Gonzalez would be tied at 7 in regulation, tied again at 4 in the first playoff. Then Gonzalez, the young outfielder for the Rangers, with the only home run in the second playoff. He ends up taking that title. The Old Timers game, another attraction at Camden Yards. Bob Gibson facing Reggie Jackson, and he throws at Mr. October in retaliation for last year's home run of the Old Timers game in San Diego. Reggie and Gibson just having a little fun. Joe Rudy uses a 7-iron for this 3-run home run off Gaylord Perry. Perry must not have had the spitter working today. Dave Parker, just a year out of the game. You'll see him strut his stuff with a solo home run. A lot of fun for the Old Timers as American Leaguers win it that final 4-2. On Sunday, he's finishing up the 3rd round of the Celebrity Championships in Lake Tahoe. Today, he's taking a few swings in the cage. Jordan showing he's a bit of a fan, too, as he pushes his way through reporters for a junior autograph. Jordan would also give up his jersey signed to the Mariners star. Jim Belushi and Tom Selleck among the celebs in the cage. Selleck with a long home run, though Jordan got in the way of most of it. And Bill Murray, an ultimate Cubs fan, trying to get a few tips from an ex-Dodger.
Those are power legs right there. The good ones have the good legs. Okay, the wrists are cocked right here, getting good position. Let's keep the head up just a little bit like this, okay? There we go. Now he looks faster that way. Okay, now.
I'm not even sure what to say about that. The All-Star Game, the real players get going right here on Channel 12. It'll be right about 5 o'clock. Nice outfit there, Bill. The Tour de France winner may have already been decided. 2-time winner Miguel Indurain of Spain made his move today and now holds a sizable lead after 9 stages of the marathon effort. Indurain has been back in the pack, biding his time, and his time came during a 37-mile time trial. He blew by the other riders in a time of 12 minutes and 35 seconds. He's now 135 on top in the overall standings. The riders have an off day tomorrow. Stock car driver Davey Allison is battling for his life tonight. Allison suffering major injuries in a helicopter crash this afternoon. The pilot, Allison, was the pilot of the craft, crashing in the infield of the Talladega Speedway, listed in very critical condition. He has severe head injuries along with a broken pelvis and lung injuries. Veteran driver Red Farmer also seriously injured, though his injuries not considered life-threatening. The Senior Gold Rush is still more than 2 months away at Rancho Murrieta, but today members of the Northern California media gathering for the annual Media Day Golf Tourney, an interview session with the defending champion. In this case, lefty Bob Charles, who finished up 9 shots behind Jack Nicklaus yesterday at the Senior U.S. Open. Charles has earned more than $4 million, making him the leading money winner on the tour. He's looking forward to coming back to the Gold Rush.
I've enjoyed 2 tournament successes here. I played every year in the Gold Rush, and I love the weather here. I love the golf course. I think it obviously suits my game.
This year's Seniors Gold Rush set for October 11th through the 17th. And finally, the Players West Tour with the first of 2 North State stops. It's Anna Pianalto with her second shot on the 9th, first of 3 rounds in this annual event. Kim Lindley of Palm Desert, the overall leader after 3 under 68. Maury Son with another approach landing again on the green. Kim Catherine of Salinas is just a shot back. The tournament runs through Wednesday and is open to the public free of charge. Players West will be at Bidwell Golf Course in Chico, next week. We talked about this earlier in the cast, but I really believe the Monday at the All-Star Game has gotten to be more fun than the All-Star Game itself. All-Star games sometimes can be not so exciting, but the fun stuff leading up to it is always fun to watch.
You tune in at 5, though. Tomorrow's game is going to be exciting.
Yeah, that's not to tell you not to watch or anything, because, of course, this is the last year that CBS has a game. So watch it and let them go out with a bang and let those other networks enjoy them for 30 or 40 years to come.
You heard it here.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rob.
Thanks. If you've always talked about skydiving, it's time to put your desire to the test. We'll show you a new skydiving operation in the North State when we return.
It's the biggest, it's the best, it's the most exciting sales event we've ever had. Red Bluff Ford Mercury's Great American Value Sale is on now. Has there ever been a better time to buy? Never! Could you ever have more fun purchasing a new Ford car or truck? Not a chance. Will you be impressed by the selection? Will you be amazed by the prices? Count on it! The Great American Value Sale. Never ever has there been a better reason to shop Red Bluff Ford Mercury.
Red Bluff Ford, home of the right price. Red Bluff Ford.
It's a silver time, it's a silver place, it's a silver setting, at a silver base. Swinging stars, our very best friends, so silver bullet smooth, they never end. In a silver time, Coors Light, in a silver place, so right here now, silver memory.
If you're a wannabe skydiver, your time has come. As Channel 12's Mike Donnelly reports, a new company in the North State is now offering the jump of a lifetime.
If you've ever considered skydiving, now is the time to jump at the opportunity to jump. Paradise resident John Lamphere fulfilled his dream this weekend.
That was excellent. Really fun. Yeah, survived. Yeah, we laughed all the way down. Beautiful. It's really beautiful.
How hard was it to actually step out of that airplane?
Not hard at all. Not hard at all. It was easy. It was like, here it is. And it was fun.
4 of us from Channel 12 were also up for the challenge this weekend, and so we headed to skydiving in Paradise. Definitely a down-to-earth business owned by James and Kelly Schlurnitzauer. As a lieutenant in the Army Reserve, James is a certified jump master. He's been skydiving for 10 years and has more than 1,800 jumps under his belt. He's been teaching for 4 years. For first-time skydivers, he offers tandem jumps. Nervous beginners like us are harnessed to the front of an instructor who uses a special canopy designed for 2. This is not only safer, it also allows a first-timer to experience the thrill of free fall. A short training session is all anyone needs for a tandem jump. James easily puts us at ease and makes us feel confident and trusting, but he doesn't pull any punches. He makes it clear skydiving is considered a dangerous sport.
I'll go ahead and climb in.
Channel 12 director Kevin Moline and his friend Don Kraus were the first to go.
Oh, man.
Welcome back to Earth.
Oh, it's good to be here. That is awesome. That is, oh, man. I can't believe I did that.
And then it was my turn.
Remember to keep your arms crossed, Mike. Once I open the parachute, we'll steer it together, land it together, and have a good time. Remember to smile and have fun.
Okay, so we're slowly climbing to 9,000 feet. We have a spectacular view of the North State. The adrenaline is starting to kick in, and I guess I'm ready.
Let me ask you, I've just done this so I know what it's like, but really, how dangerous can this be? I mean, I think everybody thinks this is a dangerous sport.
I've been jumping for 10 years. I've seen 3 fatalities in 10 years. There is a certain amount of risk. The risk is less than you getting in your car and driving home today. However, there is a certain amount of risk you got to accept.
You would never know that we almost couldn't talk photographer Brian Pogue into jumping.
All right!
In Paradise, Mike Donnelly, Channel 12 News.
Makes your heart beat fast watching people you know do that.
I think our shooter, Brian Pogue, really had himself a good time.
He looked good at it.
That's our news for tonight. Thanks for staying up with us.
We leave you with a look at earthquake damage in northern Japan, where a quake registering 7.8 on the Richter scale and several aftershocks struck this morning. Good night.
Good night.
海側の深浦町をはじめ、これまでに14波の津波を観測しています。震度5を記録した深浦町の隣、日本
浜那須観光の運転士とガイド、添乗員の合わせて26人が宿泊していました。現地の消防署によりますと、これまで5人の死亡が確認されたということです。ツアーを主催する札幌のフモンインターナショナルでは
まだちょっと入ってないようです。倒れたり、あるいはその食器棚にあります食器が割れる、それからですね水。
Set graphics by Signs and Graphic Design Chico.
You've been watching the North State's finest news station for 40 years, KHSL TV Channel 12.